Good afternoon, and welcome to the start of a new school year. In addition to starting the year by focusing on our honor code and some of our most important institutional values, I have a few thoughts I'd like to share with you. Now, some of you may have already peeked at the program and noticed that the title of this speech is, "That's Cool." Some of you may have also thought to yourselves privately, there's no way that anything Mr. Sheppard thinks is cool is in fact cool. After all, I'm a 49-year-old balding guy who walks around in suits with a pen sticking out of his pocket. I'm asleep by 9 p.m. each night, even on Fridays, and I get up at 4 a.m. to practice yoga and meditate. My favorite part of every weekend is Saturday mornings when I spend 3 hours doing yard work, treating it like a combat sport. And my favorite kind of music is most commonly enjoyed by your grandparents. My own children would tell you that I was put here on the face of this earth for one reason and one reason alone: to mercilessly embarrass them in front of their friends at every opportunity. They would also tell you I am completely incapable of mastering even the most rudimentary of outdated dance moves like the whoa. Yep. I wouldn't blame you for a second if you looked at the program and thought, there ain't no way T. Shep would have any idea what is cool. I can't write an article entitled, "Does Gatsby Still Matter?" like Mrs. Holmes, that so persuasively articulates the relevance of the Great Gatsby to your lives that it would be published by none other than the National Association of Independent Schools. But you might have the opportunity to spend the year with her this year, perhaps working harder than you ever have before and engaging in a class that so many of our young alumni have universally told me was a fundamental part of their education. That's pretty cool. I can't pull a 3-foot alligator out of Lake Sherwood Wise with my bare hands, and I don't have an all-encompassing passion for science like Mr. McWhorter, which his students sense each and every day. I also can't use that passion for science to start an advanced science research program known as InSTAR that many of you will learn about in the weeks ahead, and which will give those of you who join in the opportunity to take science farther than you ever imagined in high school. That's pretty cool. I'm still waiting for my inner musical talents to allow me to sing even one song in tune or to play even one instrument, let alone inspire an entire group of musicians in a choir or an orchestra like Mr. Sexton or Dr. Cranford. You, on the other hand, can join a music program that equally appreciates those with well-developed talents and those who are just getting started. That's pretty cool. And I can't travel halfway around the world for my summer vacation to Prague, Czech Republic, and sit down with the head of school from a school in Africa whom I've never met before, and within 5 minutes convince that head of school that he wanted to start an exchange program with St. Andrews in Ridgeland, Mississippi. But Mr. Tokarski can, and I got to sit down eating my salad listening to the entire thing. That's pretty cool. I'll tell you what else I think is cool. I think it's pretty cool when the visiting team shows up without enough players to compete. But instead of collecting an easy forfeit victory and going home for a night of sleep or study, our girls' soccer team lends them 3 of our best players and plays an entire game on a cold winter night. That's the epitome of sportsmanship, and I got to watch it unfold before my very eyes last year. I think it's pretty cool when one of you sees a new face on campus and extends a hand of welcome, leaving them no doubt that they have come to a school where kindness matters and that we are all saints who can find common ground and learn to appreciate the world with people who may view that world through a very different lens. I think it's pretty cool that my morning commute is 2.1 miles long. But what's even more cool about that is that when I do drive to work each day, I come across the girls' cross-country team starting their run before 7:30 a.m., when they could be enjoying a few more days at the beach. And when I get out of the car, not at the office but the football field, I come across a group of young men who could easily be sleeping in, but are giving up that sleep to get ready for a long season. I think it's pretty cool that you get to go to a school where a group of teachers would spend an entire year researching, learning, and visiting other schools to consider how they can already take what is an extraordinary educational experience and make it even better. And this fall, you get to begin to see that work unfolding before your very eyes through I2 Inspire and Innovate. And along the way, you'll be providing feedback, helping us learn and grow in ways we've never imagined, because that's what we do here at St. Andrews. I think it's pretty cool that you get to participate in an athletic program that consistently wins the MHSAA All Sports Award for consistently doing so well in so many sports. But that athletic program doesn't sit back and say, you know what, this is all we can do. No, instead they come up with new programs like sailing and ultimate frisbee that you'll get to participate in this year if you want to. I think it's pretty cool when a group of students who are talented in math and writing sign up to be our math and writing fellows in our new math and writing labs. And in doing so, give back to our community by helping any of you who want help with your math and writing. I think it's pretty cool when some of you come to Visioning Day last year on a Saturday morning and make some of the most powerful and compelling observations of the entire day that were reflected in the final statement. Even if you didn't come to Visioning Day, I think it's pretty cool when senior administrators reflect on the ways we can engage and ensure that your voices continue to play an important part in the school's life. The end result is that at several points this year, Mrs. Chadwick and I will sit down with all of you for basically a town hall to hear your views and answer any questions that you have. And if you're a senior, at some point over the course of the year, I'm going to send you an invitation to lunch, and I hope you'll come. And by the end of the year, everybody will have had that opportunity. And last but not least, because I'm pretty lucky, I get to sit down with Tony, Arnez, and Javette and have lunch several times throughout the year. I think it's pretty cool when I got to spend a Sunday afternoon at St. James Church last winter, witnessing no less than 7 of you earn your Eagle Scouts in one day, reminding me that the remarkable person you are is drawn from many sources, both inside and outside the classroom. And I think it's pretty cool when I see older students modeling the way, looking out for younger students, reminding us all that here at St. Andrews, we value kindness and gratitude, while also appreciating the way each of our talents contribute to this community. And I think it's pretty cool that we would officially commence the new school year by coming together to sign the Honor Code. And in doing so, reflect upon an essential element of our community that has given us strength since the Honor Code was introduced by students and faculty in the early 1980s. That's what a 49-year-old balding guy who practices yoga, meditates, goes to bed by 9 p.m., and can't master the woe thinks is cool. As your year unfolds, let me know what you think is cool. Until then, don't forget to take a moment and look around so we can all remind ourselves how lucky we are to be a part of the Saints community. Have a great year.